Hello, I am Jess. I am a new customer of Mythologie candles, and I have decided to do my first, possibly only ever, unboxing video. So I became aware of Mythologie candles when I watched a video by a YouTuber whose channel is called Darling Desi, and she it was her first autumnal themed video of 2021. She does seasonal aesthetic, among other things, in her videos. To put it simply, I absolutely adore her. And she made a video where she was making different rooms in her house have different cozy kind of book or movie inspired themes, like practical magic and Harry Potter. And when she made her living room themed after the Burrow from Harry Potter, where Ron Weasley and his family live, she said that the candle, the scent that she wanted the room to smell like that reminded her most of the Burrow was a candle called Book of Kells. And that sounded lovely. The candle looked beautiful, and that's how I found out about the brand. I immediately went on to online and looked it up, and I found out that there were a ton of candles that inspired me even more to get. And so I obviously put Book of Kells into my order, but I also added 4 other candles to my order, and since then I've also ordered more that are still on their way. But yeah, so right off the bat, the first thing I want to talk about is how this I don't know what you would call it, this card that came with the candles is Skyrim themed. My boyfriend and I love Skyrim. He's put well over probably 1,000 hours into it, maybe even a couple thousand. I've put nearly 500 because I've been kind of on and off of Skyrim in the last few years that I've owned it. I was really big into Oblivion, but I can definitely see the charm of Skyrim, and I've been playing it a lot the last couple months. And he has too. We've both been kind of on a Skyrim kick. I'm sorry, this card looks kind of gross. I just got done eating. I cleaned my hands, but not until I had already touched this card, so I'm sorry. But yeah, I noticed the quest journal and D objectives. Immediately, I noticed the UI of Skyrim on here, and that made me very excited because I love that game right here. But yeah, this is me doing that. I'll post my unboxing experience. Packed by a ZS. I hope they got that right. I don't actually know who that is. But thank you for packing this with care. It doesn't seem like anything's broken, but I haven't opened the boxes the candles are in. So we'll see. So the first one we will open is this tail-inspired candle. They all have a similar smell on the outside, so I'm wondering if there's one candle that has a very strong scent that's making them all before opening kind of smell like that, because there's kind of one single masculine smell that I smelled when I opened the larger shipping box. But right off the bat, I absolutely adore these boxes, and I do appreciate that they weren't taped here, because I don't want to really fiddle with it while I'm trying to do the unboxing. So, and some people might do their unboxing video holding a phone with one hand and trying to open the boxes with the other. So it's nice to not have tape there. All of my candles are deluxe except for Book of Kells, because at the time that I purchased these, Book of Kells didn't have a deluxe option. And of course they do now, so we'll see. But there, it's very, very sturdy. A really good reinforced box. I love this. The descriptions on the back are lovely. And so this is Brees Spice Market. I'm so excited about this one, so I'm glad that I opened this one first. But it says, Mood where men and hobbits dwell. Merchants, messengers, and explorers come together to feast and barter. Notes of citrus peel, clove buds, cinnamon, and sweet vanilla. So I'm actually going to open this. By the way, this lid is gorgeous. You guys weren't kidding when you described your lids. Oh, this one smells delicious. It's like an adult version. I say adult. It's a more mature scent than, you know, when you go to your average grocery store and just get one of those super bright orange autumn scented candles. I say autumn because they can name it anything they want and it all smells like butterscotch. Pumpkin spice, no, that smells like cloying butterscotch. latte. No, it smells like butterscotch. Cinnamon apple. Well, cinnamon apple smells like cinnamon apple, but um, mostly the food scents in fall in your average grocery store candles tends to smell like butterscotch, or something just really cloying and intense. This smells like a more mature, palatable version of that. So I really, really like Brees Spice Market. And then we're opening the second Tale-inspired candle. The other three are going to be fantasy-inspired. Actually, no, I have one more Tale-inspired and two fantasy-inspired. So similar packaging, obviously. Then we have Double Breakfast, which I'm very excited about. I know this one is supposed to smell like pancakes, and that's very curious. Mood, the comfort of home and company. That the comfort of home, good company, and healthy appetites. Warm maple syrup straight from the tree and fresh pancakes off the iron griddle. Delectable. I hope so. Oh, that one does smell good. That one actually does have that kind of butterscotchy thing I was talking about, but there is always room for that. This probably has a really strong scent throw, and I do plan on burning that. Probably not in a small room like my bedroom, but in a larger room like my living room, absolutely, with this one. It smells really buttery. Like more than pancakes or maple syrup, I just get this really strong, sweet, buttery scent, and I love it. It reminds me of the... I have some maple syrup that I keep in my freezer because it keeps molding if I don't put it in my freezer. And it's a bourbon barrel aged maple syrup because I'm bougie like that. And I like my rare bit of maple syrup. So I want it to be good maple syrup. But this is Wizard's Pipeweed. I guess I opened it while I was talking. I'm sorry. And I've actually been very excited and a bit trepidatious about this because it could, I could see how... An aged wooden pipe, sunlit green fields, the warm greeting of a dear old friend, wisdom of a gray beard, notes of earthy spices, oak moss, sandalwood, and vanilla. I could see how this could be possibly too dry or incensey or masculine for me, for my personal taste, but that smells really good. That actually reminds me of some of the... Around like, when I was in high school, around like 2010, there were a lot of Bath and Body Works things coming out for girls that had a kind of like a musky edge to them, like literally it was just called Twilight Woods. I think everyone here is like, Twilight Woods. This reminds me of Twilight Woods. The Wizard's Pipeweed reminds me a lot of Twilight Woods, but a little bit more masculine, a little bit more like a warm hug from a very classy grandfather, which is literally, it's Wizard's Pipeweed. We don't have to guess that it's probably themed after a certain wizard in a certain earth of the middle. So that was dorky, but all right. This next one, it's this one and then one more, is Book of Kells. This is the reason why I got all of these. This was the start. Also, oh my God, are they all gilded? Oh, I don't know why I noticed on this paler background, but I love the like kind of gold foil. I love things like that. All the books that I get, I make sure I get a edition of whatever book that I buy that has a bunch of gold foil on it. Again, I'm tacky and bougie. Not saying this is tacky, but my books might be. This is so pretty. I can't say enough good things about the packaging, but ooh. Oh, that one's actually kind of fascinating. It smells a lot like a library. It smells kind of like a school, in a good way. That's a really weird thing to say, but schools smell of paper and ink and pens and carpet. But this is like that without the carpet. I guess paper and ink, which I never really knew exactly what that smelled like. Everyone likes a smell of a good book or a good smell of a book. And I'm definitely one of those bibliophiles that loves the smell of books. This smells better than that. I like this. I don't know how to describe it. I absolutely don't know how to describe it. The first thing, it was like it transported me into a public library. It smells really good. And then this final one should be Tudor House Library. I know I'm cheating. I'm not very good at these unboxings because I revealed it before. Whoa, this one doesn't have a lid. Huh. Is it because it's in a different size jar? It might be. I'm sorry. I swear I'm not hitting them around like it. It might be slightly larger, but yeah, this one doesn't have a lid. You guys are going to have to tell me why that is. Not as a complaint, but because I'm actually genuinely curious. It had this paper on it, so I'm sure it wasn't an accident. But it surprised me. The Tudor House Library. Forbidden books, stained glass, aged wood, worn pages, notes of amber, clove, citrus, patchouli, musk, and vanilla. I know I didn't read the Book of Kells description. I'm sorry. I was getting ahead of myself. So, whew. Now that one is a very heady masculine scent. I don't know if I'm not describing scents right. I just say masculine or feminine. I know scents can definitely fall within and without of the range of that. I've just, in my head, there's just kind of that leaning. But I know that it can fall anywhere outside of or in between. So don't read too much into it. I'm just really bad at explaining things. Let me smell that again. Oh, that smells how I would love if I was going on a really fancy date with my boyfriend if he smelled like this. And that is not a snide comment about how he smells, because he smells a hell of a lot better than me most of the time. But you know what I mean. Girls, you know what I mean. I want my man to smell like this. Tudor House Library smells amazing. It's also very dry and musky. And dry is incensey scents and things like that. Although if you don't like incense, it doesn't mean you won't like this, because it doesn't quite smell like incense to me. But it has that dry powderiness to it. With definitely more of a leaning towards mask than femme. I really like it. This is like a bedroom smell. It has a high scent throw, so it would be like a 1 hour in the bedroom smell, but it smells really good. I think I like Book of Kells a little bit more if I'm going for like a library scent. I feel like this one smells like a study, or like what I would want my study to smell like, and this smells like just straight up library, or maybe a living room that you have a lot of books in. But yeah, those are my candles so far. I didn't plan on an outro, to be completely honest. I think the ones, I didn't realize like over half of the candles that I got would actually be so masculine, but because normally I don't get candles that smell that way to me, but these smell so interesting. I've never smelled candles like them. They really are unique, that I'm actually excited to kind of go through them, and I'm sure that they smell different after you've created that melt pool and things like that. I'm sure that they change in their character once they're heated and things like that, and it'll be really curious to see how they progress, because I'm going to go through these very slowly, because good candles are pricey, and this was kind of an impulse purchase, so I'm not made of money, even though it might look like I am right now. But I'm going to be really excited to see how these possibly change. As far as favorite scent, I think it's Brees Spice Market. Honestly, I thought that I was going to like Wizard's Pipeweed the most, because I thought that there would be more of a sweet tobacco scent. And as someone who smelled real tobacco and not just the powdered stale stuff that they put in cigarettes, real, true, well, I know that's real tobacco, but you know what I mean. Like just really true of the earth, fresh tobacco smells so sweet and so good. And I expected more of that in this. And while this does smell good, I'm not getting quite as much of the tobacco as I hope to, but that is not to say that this doesn't smell good. It just doesn't smell like the way I expected it to, but it still smells good. Maybe even as good. So I'm very excited. I have plans for all of these. And then the next haul that I got was every Mystic Autumn candle, including the Dulhan. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that, because I know it's a Gaelic word, and Gaelic words are often pronounced entirely different than how they look to me. Like if you look up the original spelling of Banshee, it'll blow your mind. But I got everything but Gothic Cathedral, because I knew that I would be getting some incensey scents in here, and I can't take too much incense anymore because I'm not in my witchy days as much as I used to. So I've kind of burnt myself out with incense in my teen years when I was constantly lighting it. So I'm giving it a little bit of a break, but I guess I can't try Gothic Cathedral someday because it's not coming back. But I am excited about all of the Mystic Autumn scents that I'm going to be getting soon. But yep, that's my way longer than I expected it to be unboxing. These are all absolutely lovely. Thank you for packaging them with care. Bye.